Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty if you're new here, and I do greatly appreciate you taking time to click on and watch my video. I'm a little bit behind on palettes that I have and doing looks, so today's video is going to be 2 looks using one palette, the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. I ordered it the day it launched, so there weren't any reviews or anything like that, you know, but purples, I love purples. One of my favorite colors, and especially with eye looks, and they're incredibly difficult to make from what I understand. I am not anybody who's a manufacturer of cosmetics, so it's just what I heard. Anyway, here is what the palette looks like. The outside packaging is really pretty, and this is like a beveled wording. The Naked and Urban Decay. The colors, they're so pretty. I really liked the packaging of this palette. And then you open it up, and this is what you have. I had really hoped that it would be more purples. They're pretty, and this is what I have on today from like here down. So I was really looking forward to having like a purple palette from Urban Decay. I thought it would have been awesome, especially since their last palette, Naked Honey, was absolutely amazing. This palette does retail for $49. It's 12 colors in there. This comes with a brush as well. Sometimes these are hits and sometimes they're misses. I don't mind this one this time, and then the one from the Naked Honey palette was very nice as well. If this is a color story that you like, I would suggest getting it. If you're like me and wanted purples and ultraviolet colors, you know, everything purple, you may want to skip on this. I will give you my final review at the very end. Start you out with look number 1. So I'm trying to decide what type of look I'd like to do. I haven't even swatched this palette yet. Here is the color story. And you do get a brush with the palette. I did prime my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, anti-aging, and then I've also applied the my other makeup for the day. I'll move my bangs out of the way. For the first look, I think I'm going to focus on the shades over here. Who am I kidding? With a Chanel number 19 brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Purple Dust. And it's that pretty color right there. And I'm going to place this in the outer V area. This is a very pretty color. I think it's nicely pigmented. And then I'm going inwards with the remaining product. And with that Urban Decay brush that was in the palette, I'm going to go ahead and dip it into the shade Euphoric. I'm going right on the edge of color I just laid down. With some sort of flat Tarte brush that I have. There's no name on it, just says Tarte. I'm going to go ahead and I want to dip into this shade Lucid. Find it to be very pretty. I am going to place this on my lid. With that same brush, I'm going to use the shade Cyberpunk. I'm going to tap that slightly over the Lucid, the greenish color that's on my lid. Flipping it back over again, going back into Lucid. With the Delium 785 brush, I am going to go ahead and dip into the shade Optimized. Is that really pretty lilac? That one was powdery. I'm just putting it on the outer part of my eye, the brow area. With my Moda Pro BMX 420, I'm going to dip into the shade Warning. It's that pink right there. I'm putting this in the inner corner. I feel like being a little bit more bold today. And grabbing my Jaclyn Hill loose highlighter in the shade Extra. Going back into Warning. Now I'm going to go back to using that Urban Decay brush that came in the palette. With the other end of that brush, I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade Euphoric. It's this one right there. Got a little bit on my brush. Going right under my lash line. A Linda Hallberg 333 brush. Dipping it into the shade Purple Dust. This is going right under the lash line, and I'm getting it as close to the lash line as I possibly can. With that same Linda Hallberg brush, I'm going into the shade Digital. And I am going to spray my La Mer the Mist. Oh, and I'm putting it on my upper lash line. And I need to find an eyeliner that I like. I bought this little, it's like a paintbrush holder for artists. I used those plastic pieces from the eyeshadow palettes. Haha, you find a way to use them. I found a way to use them. So I have it all taped and I can pretty much see inside this. And I like it better than other ones because I kind of have it separated. I decided to use Shock as my eyeliner, and it's the Urban Decay. This was a limited edition, so I don't know if it's available anymore. But I'm going to do my lower waterline. I already did the upper. Mascara, Lash Freak. I have not tried this out yet. The gift also included Subversion. So this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to try out this mascara on both eyes, and then with one eye, I'm just going to put this on and see if it makes a big difference. Now we'll use this Subversion eyelash primer. I do use the Sills from Lancome. I really like that one. And that one I need to get back in the habit of doing, but I'll put that on my lashes at night before I go to bed. Just conditions them. And I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. But let's take a peek at this. So this is a very interesting concept. We got this one to lift and separate. So we'll see how this works. It's kind of a scary brush. I'm going to be the first to admit I'm not very good at putting this stuff on while filming, so okay, it's become a clumpy mess. Let's put this on the other eye. Much better. Next time I think I'll just forego using the Subversion lash primer. And I'm going to finish this up with an Urban Decay lipstick that I have, and this is the metallized, and it's the shade Voodoo. A little bit darker than I thought, so I am actually going to wipe this off. So what I did is I patted it down a little bit. The faded color looks a little bit better. So again, I would leave the house with that initial shade on, that dark, because I don't care. Look number 2 is next. Now I'm going to do my second look using the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. I'm going to go ahead and use my Delium tools, and this is the 785 brush, and I am going to go into Hacked. And I did use Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the anti-aging. I'm going to place this above my crease. And I'm doing back and forth motions right now. I'm just building that color. I'm going to switch brushes. I hope this one's clean. I just want to get a little bit more pigmentation, and I'm going to use my Delium Tool 781 brush, again with that same shade. And then I'm going to do like little circular motions. And bring it up slightly. With my Chanel number 19 brush, I'm going into the shade VR. And the outer portion of my eyelid. Just darken that up. Just darken that up a bit. I'm now going to take a Delium 776 blending brush, and I am using the shade Dazed. I'm putting that on the lid. I am now just taking a paper towel and I'm going to wipe off the excess on this brush. I'm going to slightly dip into Lucid. I don't want too much of this color. Just to give it a little bit more depth. With the brush that was included with this palette, I am going to use the shade Trippin'. I'm placing this right at the brow. I'm contemplating what I want to do for the waterline and under the eye. I don't think that this is a very bold look. It's not bad. It's just usually with me, you know, it's bolder. I am going to take my Moda Pro BMX 402 brush. I am going back into that shade Hacked. I am placing this lower lash line. All right, so I am now going to use an eyeliner. I'm trying to figure out which one I like the best. I have decided to go with Love Drug. I did use Wild Side on my waterline. So I'm going to take this and place it under the lower lash line. I'm going to grab that smudger brush again. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes and lashes, probably do something with my hair, and I'll be right back. And then here is the completed look with using the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet. Sugar Cosmetics eyeliner in I'll Be Black for the upper lash line. And I used the Lash Freak again. This, of course, is just a sample that I received from Urban Decay. I'm still up in the air about this. I don't know if I like it or not. So I'm going to use it a couple more times and see what my thoughts are. I will have swatches of this at the very end of this video. My thoughts on this palette. It's not my favorite. It really isn't. I bought it when it first released. So, I mean, it's not a terrible palette, but I'm just a little... I wish it would have been all purples or purple tones and things that would, you know what I mean? Many of these colors are very pretty, But, you know, when I thought ultraviolet, I thought it was going to be more of the purplish, ultraviolet, lilac, and color story like that. So if you have colors like this in your collection already, especially because these are what this section is what intrigued me, and even that green, you'd be able to create this look, or the first look that I did. This is $49. I don't think it's worth the money, in my humble opinion. I mean, the colors were pigmented. I did have to lay down and dip in a couple of times with certain shades, but yes, I would tell you, you can't go out and swatch anything right now because of COVID, but it's not my favorite. It really isn't, and that's disappointing. I was so excited for this because that, like I said, Naked Honey blew my socks off. I really loved that palette. Anyway, so there you have it. 2 different looks using this palette. Oh, my lipstick today is the Sugar Rush from Tarte Sugar Coat, and this one is in the shade Sprinkle. I really do like these. I would highly recommend them if you haven't tried them. They go on beautifully pigmented. They're comfortable and they last quite a while. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, you guys, I want to say thank you for your patience with me. I'm trying to, I'm just juggling a lot right now, and I'm trying to do the videos. So a lot of the videos that I have to still do are eyeshadow palettes from the past. However, they're still, most of them are, you can still obtain. If you like this video, which I hope so, go ahead and leave a thumbs up down in the comment. Let me know, did you get this palette and what were your thoughts? I'm always curious. And then I know that they came out with stoned palette or something like that, and I can't go swatch it, so I don't know if I want it. I might just give in and buy it, but not for a while. Appreciate you taking time out of your day, evening, or night to watch this video. It's very heartfelt, you know, and I've got a lot going on, so it's always awesome with the comments and you guys watching my videos and supporting me by doing that. I'm hoping that at some point in time I can get to 1,000 subscribers. I know that's jumping ahead, but you know, I don't know what my future looks like as far as working. I mean, I got a bad back and my knee is all sorts of jacked up now, which, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you again. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you when you leave a comment, even if you're critiquing me or something like that. I really appreciate it, because that's how I have learned and have grown and tried to change things. So I do appreciate any and all feedback. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Much love. And this is the Urban. If you can hear my ceiling fan, I'm sorry. It was chilly the other day, and today it's warmer. The weather can't decide what it wants to do. Trippin'. Mind slip. Dazed. And that one is a really pretty color. And then we have Hacked. VR. Oops. Lucid. I know I went off track with that, sorry. Optimized. And then we have warning. And the last four, cyberpunk, euphoric, purple dust, and digital. Here is the swatches for the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet. They have some pretty colors in here.